Halo, selamat malam. Mari kita cek Varka. Udah gitu aja intronya. Yang gak akan tak baca karena gak ada Primo. Oh, oh, jenis pengen ini ya. Ini ya. Ini dari season 1 loh. Dari versi 1.0 nggak pernah dapat yang kayak gini. Dapetnya yang ini ya. Ini dapat. Saya bisa cancel nggak sih? Nah, dapatnya tuh aku nih punya enggak. No. Ini lama ya lo tuh. Ini ada ya. Punya nggak ya? Cek bentar. Ya udah. Skyward Pride. Oh. Ada ini Skyward Bleeding. Oh nggak ada aku ya ternyata. Skyward Pride nggak ada. Gimana? Aku hilang loh, aku lihat fisikal dia. Apa nih? Ayo, cek bentar. Flynn udah pernah. Kaca apa? Takutnya dapet ya? Dapet nggak lucu tak anjir. Wih, apa ganti Flynn ya? Nggak putus ya? Bentar, Flynn tuh apa? Oke, trade. 3,5 detik setelah elemental burst the equipping character lunar charge damage. Ngawur nih. Additionally, after triggering lunar charge reaction, the equipping character will gain damage nambah. Gendeng. Ini sorry get lagi rapuh tuh nih. Mutu. Ini apa weaponnya guys? Ini bagus. Kalau yang ini apa nih? Indomitable Chivalry. Nah, weaponnya lumayan di sana teman-teman. Attack speed 10%. Boom. Wah, nggak tak ambil guys. Yang ini oke. Udah punya. Yang ini kayaknya nggak tak ambil. Jadi no. Sudah kita tukar. Elang-elang guys. Diingat-ingat 3 hari lagi. 4 hari. Coba tes run, yuk. Tes run begini. Animo DPS, introducing elemental skill, application special mode, Storm and Drain. Wah, apa gitu coy? Next, after period of time, Varka unleash and loading elemental skill loncat. Oke. Unleash apa? Kayaknya nih ultinya nggak tahu nih, bagus nggak? Oke, gitu ya. Start. Or enhance charge attack.
Time for takeoff.
Turning point in space. What? Thunder.
Oke.
Up the ante.
Udah gitu, 70.000 tuh tambah. Oke, entar. Lah. Damage nya bener.
The story has only just begun. Stay back.
I'm going in.
Warrior sweeping.
Ya, berapa? Lah. Satu om.
Burn.
Buru-buru ya.
Thunder.
Kenapa 7.000 loh itu? Sik. Kurang coy. Anjir. Kurang. Apa?
Everybody stand back.
The story has only just
Salah.
begun. Devouring claw.
Yo.
Burn. Thunder.
Udah tuh. 39.000 tanpa ini.
Going in.
Lebih dan
Burn.
terus 101 itu ya.
Shred 'em.
Everybody stand back. Huh?
The story has only just begun.
Itu dua. Tiga.
Up the ante.
Wah. Begitu.
I'm going in.
A turning
Salah.
point in
Kalau benar. Dua. Berapa tuh? 3. Boy.
Everybody stand back. Huh?
Itu tak langsung tuh setting ya.
decay.
Lihat.
New life.
Itu ya. Udah 30.000 kan.
Thunder.
Berapa tuh? 56.000 segitu. Ayo mending. Sih tuh.
On me.
Sih. Nah, terus ngapain nih? Bentar. Wah, skill 500, second skill hit 2 hit itu 90. Dealing instant and remote damage in the pyro, itu elektro. Betul, tergantung itunya. Tapi kayaknya kok kecil banget ya? Saya honest, lo ngapain ultinya itu buat apa? For Windows Engine, kayaknya nggak perlu deh ultinya nanti dinaikin. Iya, elemental skill-nya wae guys. Basic attack, nggak perlu ya. Iya, gini wae. Ini nggak usah. Kecil sekali, coy. Bentar. Skill, just press cooldown 16 detik, hold cooldown 8 detik. Jadi kalau tak hold, mau loncat soalnya ya. Terus 12 detik, terus 51/9. Storm and Drang 3 hit, 9. Storm and Drang charge attack 8. For Win Ascension damage, and do default damage. For Win Ascension 11 detik. Ya nggak tahu lah. Kayaknya nggak perlu deh.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
A turning point in fate.
Makanannya tulisnya pakai yang nggak pas. Lihat. 35.000. 35.000 tuh. Coba ini pakai skill.
Decay. New life. Get back.
Iya basic attack nih. Ya basic attack ya tetap pakai skill. 50.000.
Up the ante.
Wah, wish.
Up the ante.
Tuh. Paling 30.000 tuh sama. Jadi ngapain ulti kalau cuma sekian itu.
Burn.
33.000 man.
I'm going in.
Stay away from me.
32.000 ya.
Time to get serious. Burn.
Everybody stand back.
A turning point in fate.
Lagi.
Warrior sweeping
Stop. Terus banget.
Try to keep up.
I'm going in.
A turning point in fate. Leave it to me.
Time for
Kok
takeoff.
tak jadi guys.
Burn. Thunder.
Oh kecil ini nggak putih.
Everybody stand back.
The story has only just begun. Burn.
Itu gede banget. Ya nggak gede banget sih maksudnya.
Let's
Daripada
light it
ulti,
up.
kemudian
A turning
skill.
point in fate.
Ya kan? Upload dong, upload nih. Alah.
Shred 'em.
Tuh, saya bilang.
Everybody stand back.
Decay. New life. Watch out. Burn.
Coba nggak pakai buff ya. Yo, loncat, jebles. Oh kecil. Atau manis tak makan. Tetap nggak gacha. Tetap nggak gacha guys, tetap nggak gacha. Kenapa? Karena nggak ada primonya. Ada yang baru. Bentar, ada yang baru. Kita kasih ke orang baru. Mana? Siapa yang baru? Klik. Lah nggak ada. Nggak ada yang baru. Oh ini dia. Unlock. Kem anjay. Maksud ayah kah? Kayak apa nanti? Oke. Kayak tuh. Sama sih. Cuman bedanya es sama hydro. Guys. Not cry. Apa nih? Kita schedule-nya apa guys ya? Mana coy? Listen to the mysterious voice. Oh. Oh, limited time reward. Oke. Cuman mana?
Huh? Where did this letter in our bag come from? Did it just... Oh, it's from the tone deaf bard.
Bentar. Oh, aduh. Saya kita ke sini dulu. Kita nggak ngambil Varka guys, kita nggak ada durin. nggak punya durin jadinya ya aja. Udah habis di Zbai.
Add as.
Zbai.
Thank you for. Add as.
Oke, kita mau kemana? Not cry, email. Sah. Entah lumayan. Wah, tak gacanya dapet ayo piye. Mantap. 600 ya? Gah. Kita ke not cry dulu. Kita mau ambil apa yang namanya tidak murah. Oke. Cuman kita udah berkarakter memakai moral ya. Dan mari kita kembalikan moral. Sini. Seto. Oh, gini aja. Apa itu coba? Jadi nyamuk gede banget. Tak ganti gini nih. Elektro 1 aja. Ini.
Commencing task.
Biar lebih variatif gitu loh. Kan lo rancang deh. Ini apa bisa? Kristalasi. Kalah apa? Ketimpang dia. Timpang di apa sih lunar charge? Apa lah? Kayak apa itu?
Insulation chamber to flame.
Behold the dawn! Press the advantage.
Dot.
Use your force on.
Defensive mode engaged.
Elah. Nggak perlu ada geonya menang. Cih, gitu aja dia. Oh iya, berarti yang last apa ya namanya? Last domain tuh mah mending
Cleanup sequence initiated.
pakai elemen.
Light compels you. Target acquired.
Without further ado. Sky clear. The glaze moon shines. Insulation chamber. Surge.
Be gone, shadow of darkness. Go get him, Aiden.
Kurang maksimal tapi mending.
Defensive mode.
Yours go! The light compels you.
Divine light, shield them.
Rasakan. Tim ini usah Varka nggak usah guys. Oh, sini kan tim apa sih? Tim oh iya ngapa nggak pakai Varka tuh ya elektro sama pyro itu bisa tuh ngalahin sini.
Accelerating. Insulation chamber.
Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Be cleansed.
Di sini.
Defensive mode engaged.
Press the advantage! Behold, the dawn!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Without further ado.
Lina. Dancer said. Bentar. Ini kita yang satunya buat ini ya. Mampu gak ya? Natlan ini mampu gak ya? Mati sih kayaknya. Ini. Coba. Mampu gak ya? Guys. Nggak usah pakai buff.
I pray you will find peace in death.
Light compels you!
A moonlit night for all. Surge.
Lightning down.
Bisa? Bisa coy.
Be gone, shadow of darkness! You're in my sights!
Green moons converge.
Divine light, shield them.
World reborn!
Akan tuh.
Behold, the dawn! This world press the advantage!
Insulation chamber.
Fall like rain!
A moonlit night for all.
Annihilation mode.
Light compels you!
Without further ado.
Mana?
Defensive mode engaged.
Behold, the dawn!
Marca. Aduh. Siap. Ulti.
Ultimatum protocol. Cognition module.
Anjir kena.
Shutting down. The sky's clear. The glaze moon shines.
Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Insulation chamber.
Join me in the eternal night.
Apa ini?
Release you from your suffering.
Defensive mode engaged.
Nah, lama sekali. Kelamaan pakai ini. pakai timnya apa skirt gitu paling gampang. Skip. Oke. Apaan ya? Sini toh, Varka toh. Jam berapa nih? Jam setengah 11. Store-nya Varka oke sih harusnya. Ya nggak? Nah. Oke lah. Setelah Starcliff mana? Starcliff choice. Terlalu tinggi. Ini yang game sebelah tuh udah bisa terbang, udah pakai motor. Iki sing ngene, woi. Lanjut. Tot. Ya lihat tuh apa tuh? Apa tuh mas? Ini saya. Apa 93 nih? Ya. Dar. Chill. Fendi.
Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught.
News travels fast on the wind. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. Amazing! Incredible! So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rehir of Solnari?
Yeah,
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right?
Yep.
I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Hey! Is that all you've got? Whoa, bring it on!
like that.
Siapa ini?
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time.
Siapa nih
Allow me
guys?
to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the dog winery. At least 10 of them, total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, in fact, he's earned himself a new nickname.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Wrights-a-Lot to be quite a...
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon...
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you could...
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too...
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort the...
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done...
Thank you so much, Honorary Knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with the... We will make our triumphant return!
Let's go! Ya! Langsung gitu ya, just. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, kecil sekali.
Without the Rapier of Solnari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Oh,
We meet again, Andreas.
Andris.
Oi,
Boris. Woi, hello.
So, you've returned from Moscow.
Andrius.
Don't you want to see what it looks like now?
Boris Andrius. Tum, 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 tum.
I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago?
Tum, 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 tum.
Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps, and, might be better.
Boreas.
Boreas.
Huh?
Beda tak?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me. To the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Terus we embark on expedition. Ya, sini guys. Terus pakai tim sih, nggak solo nggak mungkin menang ini.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The
Sini
victors
kan.
will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on what. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sure writes a lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the... allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these other 2 as well.
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Lohen.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to... I heard that another challenger recently passed
Azza.
Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that...
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolf.
I will. Goodbye.
Lohen. Licin. Ceng. Harus keluar nih. Loh, salah. Gula.
honorary knight. You're still here? Is it that obvious?
Huh?
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, it seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason...
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of... If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they... What's wrong? Until I return...
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind, even his name. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Raven, when the old aristocracy...
Wolf spirit?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediate. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt. But these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might... I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only... You experience the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
Yep.
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the North was... Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency. Even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action, I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Oh, okay. Mika. Sini.
Accelerating.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angels share now.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out...
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something...
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're...
Kaya! Rosaria! Diluc! Paimon!
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler,
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drip what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past.
You say that now, but
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time, but my answer remains unchanged. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are... I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on...
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
Ya betul.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been back?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh?
What should I Republic order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
Kan ya.
My reply won't be a long...
Naik lewat mana nih? Sini.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll...
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work.
So you see what's really going on here? All three...
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe there are people like Kaya and I. And then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself.
Oh, Varka juga.
But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived.
Siapa nih?
He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled.
Roland.
His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam.
Oh.
The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of... It's hard to say whether the loss of it, but had he known that the Knights of... So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing... After all...
Huh. Turns out... Anyway, if so, why did Jean say that's a great idea?
harus tak kurangin nih bang.
What's going on here? The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Insulation chamber.
What compels you?
Divine light, shield them!
Oh, are you all right? Oh no!
Stop right there. Answer me this.
2 letters?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, Paimon passed a test? For real?
You may dispense with your suspicions. A familiar scent.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for that. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out something seems...
Nah, Gus gak usah jalan dulu langsung. Elah, saya mau jalan-jalan. Wah, Andreas Boris.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak?
You are not to blame. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the Wild Hunt we just got attacked?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andreas' soul. The source of this turmoil.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can he be in 2 places at once?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andreas, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Toadif Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn's starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a knight stumbled in from the cold. The knight asked the wolf to join him on seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laugh. So, this is the world. Though the knight's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas.
There is no need for you to ask.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt,
You need not feel remorse on my account. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andrea should still be slumbering by the lakeside. And there's more.
Oh, the White Knight who became the...
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip. As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east winds
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must...
Varka.
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person. Oh.
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mo.
I stay in Mondstadt too.
Razor, give me your... Golden-haired traveler. Give this token to the current knight of Buri. It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power.
The dominator of wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. To prevent the entanglement of souls. Although, truth be told, the great wolf king of the north remains.
I will protect Lupakal, the north, and
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. 500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mightiest knight of Bur. He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light. But what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? And what is its connection to Conria and the... Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, but human hearts and flesh cannot. That's why Lupus Boreas... In fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf, a bond was made. As much as any questions before you set off? Better ask. The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas, dominator of wolves and god of the north wind, left in Nodcry. He once left Nod. Instead, he returned when the wolf spirit. Any questions before you set off? Better. All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I.
All right. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Itu loh, apa itu? Nanti. Bisa ke situ toh.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster!
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too.
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taking fight or
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is... But they have served their purpose. I now farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that wolf of the north lookalike. That? Forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right?
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we can do about him. True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is, we can't...
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special... But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to Exactly. Sounds like you... I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, we still have some big challenges ahead before this...
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. That works too. Hey, Honorary. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to... Great. And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rerir resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some monstatter from, like, how'd he suddenly get
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, for example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion that new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained.
Right!
No matter how strong the compensation, the Roland replica can't possibly imitate Berear's overwhelming power. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir. However,
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, this land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt.
Query. While I can in that land, the passing of the...
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. Come forth, Boreas.
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for you. Do not grieve.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andrea spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
We need to find a way to make the thought within the sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, however, if we can collect those fragments.
You don't need to worry about. Most of them are... I mean, it's an not just the Wild Hunt and the Abyss.
Sounds like this...
As a matter of fact, still, instead, we've had to make best... Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to get... According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, but of course, we...
Okay, so 3 more...
I managed to gather one fragment before... As for the third fragment, we've identified... The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of...
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's...
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the light...
The Clink Clink Crumbkake Crap Shop.
Clink, clink, crumb.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it, though.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality.
Darn it!
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment. With Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? All right, Time is of the essence. Let's move out, people.
Oke, akhirnya. Buka guys. V mana? Aduh jauh. Jauh sekali. Enggak jauh nih. Oh itu monster baru tuh. Wah jadi kita lanjut besok ya guys ya. Mantap tenan aku. Sok storynya bikin ngantuk coba. Kita lanjut besok malam gitu. Kita selesaikan storynya Varka, oke? Thank you semuanya. Jangan lupa di follow guys. Thank you.